Well, are you ready for more Oh So Delightful projects? How about if we do the Pincushions today? Hi everyone, Cristin here, fresh from church, and I am thinking that we should make the Pincushions today. Remember those cute pincushions that are in our Oh So Delightful book. So our Oh So Delightful book, remember we made that big quilt and we made the wall hangings. Now we have the pincushions. So this is our Oh So Delightful book. If you turn to page 61, there's some information about the pincushions, and it continues, looks through 63. 64. All right, so 61 through 64. So these will maybe take a little bit of time. I'm not really sure. Actually, I haven't made them before, but they look pretty cute, and I think they'd be really fun in my new sewing room, my crafting room. I don't like to call it a sewing room because I do so many other things too. It's snowing again. Oh my gosh. So I've been looking on Facebook at all of our members throughout the country that have so much snow, and we do too. Lots of snow. So anyway, let's talk. This is a perfect day to be inside and playing. So let's talk about what we need for our pincushions. Like I said, they're on page 61. So one packet for them. All right, page 61, you can see there. One thing that I noticed is that in the picture, it shows two of those little strawberries, those felt strawberries, and I only have one in my packet. I don't know if I used I think I used the other one for the Oh So Delightful Quilt, if I recall. But anyway, use what you got, right? All right, so this one, it says we will need light mesh cut stabilizer, also wash away stabilizer, and Kimberbell project batting. So I'm just going to go over all of the supplies first off. All right, so the first thing is it says that we will need, let's see, it looks like for the stabilizer, for the batting, and for the stabilizer, and for the wash away stabilizer, all of those we need 6x6. It says 2 6x6. So there's a 5x7 pincushion and a 6x10. If you look, you can see there's the smaller one and the larger one. I'm going to make one of each like it has shown. So I cut out all the products for both of those. So I do have 4 pieces of stabilizer. For the 5x7 ones, I have 2 pieces of the, not stabilizer, batting, project batting, 2 pieces that are 6x6. That's what it says in the directions. I'm not there yet, so I'm not exactly sure, but we will get there together. 2 pieces 6x6, that's for the 5x7 one. And then for the 6x10 version, that one we also need 2 pieces that are 6x6. I thought I remembered it saying we needed 6.5. I think I did mine 6.5 by 6.5, but it does say 6x6, my mistake. All right, so that's for our batting. Then we jump down to the fabric. So for the fabric, it is, there's a couple of them, and it only says one. I'm finding this one a little bit confusing, can you tell? All right, so I'll just tell you what I've got here. All right, so I did stabilize mine. You probably would not normally stabilize them. I'll let you know for sure if I found it to be difficult or if it turned out not to be a problem. So fabric 1, it says, let's see, I think we better take a quick look and see, because I have 2 fabrics here. So, okay, I remember now. So in the book directions, it has some information, but then in the PDF instructions, it showed everything. So I'm going to go off of that just to be sure, because if you look in the directions on here, it says fabric 1. It doesn't talk about another fabric. And if you go to, let's see, where is it? Page 5, the fabric, this one, the red with lines on it, it shows it in the picture on the pincushion, but then it doesn't show it in here. It does not show for the pincushion, so that doesn't make sense to me, but it does show it on the PDF. So let me just tell you what we need and we'll go from there. All right, so on the PDF directions, and like I said, you can see it in the picture. So there's the striped fabric, and then there's the star fabric, and then there's the velveteen. All right, so it doesn't describe the 2 fabrics because it's basing it on one like one pincushion, I think. So let me just tell you, if you're making both, I'm going to make both. So for that striped fabric, it is this red with little white dots as stripes, all right? And It shows it as vertical. So on the PDF, it says pincushion sections. That's what it says. And you need 2 pieces that are 6 by 6. So I have 2 pieces of this fabric. This is for the one that is the smaller, the 5 by 7 in 6 by 6. And it does say in here that we need the 6 by 6, does it? It just says a fat eighth of the pincushion sections. Cutting instruction, pincushion sections 2 6 by 6. So that's why it doesn't describe the 2 different fabrics, but that's okay. It does say it in the PDF. So on this one, sorry if I've completely confused you now, the red with white dots stripes, this one 2 pieces at 6 by 6. And like I said, I did back mine with Fusible stabilizer. I can't imagine that that's really necessary, but I did. So you choose, but I'll also put a note as I get further along whether that was helpful or not helpful. All right, and then for the other fabric, this one is the star fabric, the red star fabric. And this one is for the larger one. This is for the 6 by 10 version of that pincushion. So this one we want 2 pieces that are 6.5 by 6.5. Okay, 6.5 by 6.5, 2 pieces. And like I said, I did back mine with Fusible stabilizer, but I don't think it'll be necessary. It may make it harder, but I will let you know for sure. All right, and then we have velveteen. So the velveteen, crimson velveteen. This is pretty. Soft on one side and not on the other, so that's how you can tell the front from the back. All right, it's just plain on the back, whereas this side has the soft velveteen. All right, 2 pieces, and this one came in our embellishment kit if I recall. And where was it? Crimson velveteen, 2 pieces. So same thing. You know what, this shows I only have 2 pieces. This could be a problem. Hopefully not. It says for the smaller one, 2 pieces that are 6 by 6, and for the larger one, 2 pieces that are 6.5 by 6.5. And I only have 2, so maybe I'll only be making one pumpkin. We'll see here. Not pumpkin. What is it? Pincushion. But anyway, that's the velveteen. All right. It does say 2 pieces for each of them, so we'll see if I have enough. All right, and then we have the prickly pear embroidery felt, and again I only have 1 piece, and it says we need 1 for the 5 by 7 and 1 for the 6 by 10. So we'll see. I think that this should be plenty. Actually, it's just for the leaves on top of the pincushion for both of them. So 1 piece of prickly pear embroidery felt, 1 piece that is 4 by 4. This looks a little bigger than that also. This was in the embellishment kit. All right, prickly pear embroidery felt. And then we need that little wool felt strawberry. It does show 1, that we need 1, but of course it's 1 for each one. 1 for the 5 by 7, 1 for the 6 by 10. I only have 1, so that will work fine. Not a big deal. But the pink wool strawberry, and this was in our embellishment kit as well for our Oh So Delightful. And then the embroidery floss. So the green embroidery floss, I put mine in a baggie so I make sure not to lose it. And this we need to be, let's see, 11 inches on the 5 by 7 and 15 inches on the 6 by 10. All right, so 1 piece that is 11 inches for the 5 by 7 if you're making that size. If you're making the 6 by 10, you want a 15-inch piece. And I had extra of this, so I have more in my embellishment kit that's been broken apart. All right, so it looks like that's all we need for this pincushion. I haven't made this before. It looks like it's going to be pretty interesting, actually. There's a lot of sewing, which is not my forte, so we'll just see how this all goes, and I'll share along as we go. I'll share the rest of the information in photos with little notes along the way. So wish me luck. And my shirt today, I really, really like this one. For one thing, it's super warm and cozy. I love this. It's got like this big cowl neck, and then it's also got a hood. So how fun is that? I love this one. It's a great sweater. So on it, I put "Find Joy in the Journey." I'm pretty sure that this was a Designs by Juju design. I will add a link if I find the design for you. I'm pretty sure I have it still. It's got a nice little arrow here. So find joy in the journey, right? Like, even though I may not have all the parts to be able to make my little pin cushions, I'm excited. I have time in my craft room today, and it's snowing and icky outside, and so I get to stay inside and work on getting over my cold. So we're finding joy in the journey and having fun together. And our goal. So I am not working my goal at all this week, for sure. I'm being very careful to not work my goal, to not overextend. I'm being very careful to not continue my illness. So I got COVID on Tuesday, and today I tested negative for the first time finally, and it was perfect timing because I really wanted to go to church. So I got to do that, and so I'm feeling so much better, so much better. And I actually slept last night. It's hard to sleep when you can't breathe, you know, it's really hard to sleep. And so I've had a hard time, but last night I slept really well. You can tell I still have the cold and the head congestion, and it gets worse as the day continues. But at the moment, feeling really good and pretty happy about it. So my usual goal is to work out and build strength. That's my goal for this project, but it's certainly not my goal right now while trying to get better from being sick. So share with me how your goal is doing and help keep me motivated for after I get over this bug.